As cryptocurrencies enter the mainstream, UK regulators are tightening their grip to curb illicit activity and protect users. Now, in a historic move, the British government has taken its first criminal prosecution against an unregistered crypto ATM operator, while new laws are aiming to recognise digital assets like Bitcoin and NFTs as personal property. This is with over 87% of crypto firms being denied registration, and so the message is clear. The UK is cracking down on crypto crime and reshaping the landscape for everyday users like you and me. Hi everybody and welcome again to the latest episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the British government's crypto crackdown and if this is actually a sign of more regulation to come. So as always guys, let's jump straight into this article, let's see what it's about, see what we can learn, and then we'll comment after. So Olomide Osunkoya was accused of illegally running a network comprised of at least 11 crypto ATMs, which processed over £2.6 million in transactions between the 29th of December 2021 and the 8th of September 2023, without the required FCA registration. Osunkoya applied for registration under the MLRs in 2020, but was refused in 2021, and then he just continued to operate the scheme regardless. The court was presented with evidence that the ATMs were likely used by those engaged in money laundering or tax evasion, and that Osunkoya had not carried out his source of funds or customer due diligence verification procedures. Consequently, Osunkoya pleaded guilty to 5 offences on the 30th of September, resulting in the UK's first conviction relating to offences concerning the operation of crypto ATMs. But this case should not be viewed in isolation. Rather, it speaks to the broader efforts of the UK regulatory scene, which has seen a steady increase in new regulatory developments over the past 18 months or so. In September, the Property Digital Assets Bill was introduced into Parliament with its first reading in the House of Lords. The bill aims to provide an important explanation on the legal treatment of digital assets in the UK, by confirming the existence of a third category of personal property, clarifying that a thing is not prevented from being the object of personal property rights merely because it is neither a thing in action nor a thing in possession. In a press release announcing the bill, the MOJ stated that the bill will mean that for the first time in British history, digital holdings including crypto, NFTs and digital art, carbon credits can be considered as personal property under the law. The bill will ensure that Britain maintains its pole position in the emerging global crypto race by being one of the first countries to recognise these assets in law. Prior to this, the enactment of the Financial Services and Markets Act of 2023 has, amongst other things, brought crypto assets under the purview of the definition of investment for UK regulated activities. Further still, the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act of 2023 has augmented the powers available to law enforcement in the search and seizure of crypto, specifically through the amendment of criminal confiscation powers under Parts 2 to 4 of the Proceeds of Crimes Act and civil recovery powers in Part 5. And so in this article, the developments highlighted signalling a maturing regulatory environment which is aimed at making the crypto space safer, more transparent and integrated into the traditional financial system. Now, this is going to mean a few things for everybody, but one of the most important things is it's going to mean increased protection and credibility. With the FCA, which are basically just an arm of the government, actively regulating crypto asset businesses, users should be feeling more secure when dealing with UK registered exchanges anyway, because we will know that these companies must comply with these strict anti-money laundering regulations and measures and counter-terrorist financing rules. So this type of oversight will help protect against fraud and criminal exploitation. We're also going to see reduced risks associated with scams and frauds and things like that, because so this crackdown on unregistered crypto ATMs, as I will say, and other illegal operators, as the government calls them, like in this case, it means that fewer opportunities for users to unknowingly engage in illicit activities as well. So a lot of people might not know that they would have to take certain measures to actually comply with the law. And so, anyone unknowingly doing that is it kind of protects against that protects them against it as well. And this presence of unregulated entities can create a high risk environment for unsuspecting users who may fall prey to scams. We've also got an easier legal recognition of digital assets now in the UK. So this property bill, which is seeking to recognise crypto and NFTs as personal property, will make it easier for users to enforce their rights concerning digital assets. So if you get your Bitcoin stolen from you and the police are able to confiscate it, then you've got a good chance of getting that back. If you can prove that you bought it and there's a trail back to you, there's no reason why you've been a victim of crime. You can get that back now. Before that would have been very, very difficult. So this this recognition can provide more clarity in legal disputes, not just criminal but civil as well, and it'll help individuals feel more confident in holding and trading crypto. And another thing here is that with governments trying to put in stronger enforcement against criminal activities, using these stricter laws, such as those introduced under the Financial Services and Market Act that this article talks about, the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act that this article talks about, it demonstrates a greater focus on eliminating illegal crypto activity. That's what the governments are trying to go after here. So users like us will probably can expect the law enforcement agency are going to have more tools to target bad actors and confiscate assets obtained through criminal means. We just have to hope that they don't blanket surveil everybody and start punishing regular people and making us fill out all the forms and things like that. But we'll see how that turns out. And just lastly, I want to mention this high rejection rate of crypto registrations, because we've got this statistic that over 87% of crypto registration applications have been either rejected, withdrawn, or refused. That's particularly striking. That suggests to me that the FCA is basically applying super duper rigorous standards to crypto businesses. So it's going to do a few things, but one of them is going to deter sort of casual or underprepared operators that think that the UK would be kind of a soft, an easy target to make money. Come here. This is going to definitely deter them type of people. It's only going to attract the serious people. It'll basically ensure that we've got only the legitimate players remaining in the market. The problem with this is that you cannot also stifle innovation. You can make it very difficult for crypto startups. You can make it very expensive for them to get going, and so it's a real balancing act between regulation and innovation here. Because on the one hand, the government's tightening controls really to protect against criminal misuse of crypto, but then on the other hand, it's trying to work to establish some legal clarity so that it can actually support the growth and mainstream acceptance and adoption of digital assets. So it's really quite a difficult thing to do. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all in the next video.